Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Hey guys,
I'm Christian,
and I'm Nate,
and we are the Cigarmy
the
guys.
Cigarmy guys.
It's Monday. You know what that means. Time for another brand new cigar review. I know last
Hmm,
week we had to take a break from the cigar reviews, and we're sorry about that. But we're getting right back into it. We are going to be
had to be done.
reviewing the Drew Estate Undercrown. It's a favorite of mine. I know it's a personal favorite of Nate's.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, one of my firsts,
And I think we're both just excited to finally try it and see if it lives up to the hype.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, before we get
it's gonna be
started,
a good one.
though, we do have an update on Nate's situation with his dirtbag landlord.
Yeah, deadbeat, just slimeball. Really, So if I'm sure everybody who watched last episode remembers, I ran into this situation with this guy. He was threatened by my smoking. He was probably a little jealous and decided to tell me that I had to leave my legal residence for enjoying tobacco the way that I choose to enjoy it. I'm an adult, and he still decided to just police my smoking. And through a lot of other situations, a lot of other challenges, I now I'm living in the old wagon. So it's been all right. It's been on the road a lot, but I've got my lounge back there, got the work area up here. So things aren't too bad.
Yeah, no, Nate is, again, he's really at the forefront of the smokers' rights movement. It's not getting the coverage it should have. It's not getting the coverage that the coronavirus is getting. But really, we can't overlook the fact that all of our civil rights are being taken away. They're just they want to make an example out of Nate. They want to bring Nate down because they think that they can crush him, and they can't. I'm sorry to get on my soapbox. We try to keep politics out of it, but everyone who is not letting Nate stay with them, everyone who is kicking Nate out on the streets, they're essentially saying they would rather see Nate dead than smoking good luxury cigars. And I'm just not going to stand for that. Nate was living with me, and that did not work out. But we've talked about this. Basically, Nate was living in my smoking lounge, so it's a little different. And basically, as long as he was in there, I could not smoke. So one of us was going to lose our rights either way, and I would rather it not be me. But it's I'm not like these other dirtbags that are taking Nate's rights away, and I will fight them tooth and nail. I am with you every step of the way.
Right, and I don't fault you at all. I understand the situation, and I would feel horrible if I was taking away your rights. So I had to see myself out, and it's been all right. I've been doing I've been trying to do a little cigar shop tour. A lot of them, I can't really get access to, but it's been all right. It's been okay. If tobacco's taught me anything, it's perseverance. So I'm hanging on. Yeah, I didn't choose to be a martyr here. I didn't think that I'd be the poster boy of this movement when we started the show, but I'm happy to make the sacrifice if that means educating people and making the movement more well known.
In the words of Johnny Cash, you are my personal Jesus.
Yeah, well, he's a personal hero of mine, so
Me too. I knew
I
I knew you'd
appreciate
like
that.
that one. All right.
Yeah, I do.
Alrighty, so we're gonna get into the fun stuff in a second. We do though. There's some bad news. With the video we released last week, we really thought that we had closed the book on the forums forever. Closed the browser window, so to speak. And it's just we thought we could peacefully go our separate ways, but respect each other still. And they clearly couldn't. They had to attack us again. And one of our old best friends, one of our mentors, really, Humadan,
Former.
if that's even his real name, posted, I guess, a thread on the forums that was really just in bad taste, that was going after us for things that we did not do. He calls it, the Nate and Christian fails thread. I read through the whole thing a few times. Nothing on there is a failure. Maybe misplaced success would have been a better word for it, but it's
Or
just
just lie.
yeah, no, it makes me so mad to see the engagement that it's getting, because when Nate built that virtual smoke room for the forums, I think, 5 or 6 guys showed up. We had a nice enough time, but
Yeah.
to see him getting dozens and dozens of likes and tens of comments on this thing, it just kind of get to feel like king for a day of the forums because he's using our reputations as wood so that he could build his own fire. It's really just a disgrace. He's a horrible man. He deserves nothing but the worst in life. And so we're just not going to comment. We have no comment on that thread because we're not going to give him the satisfaction.
Yeah. It's, well, you know, it's just what you expect from them, from that classic hive mind that you find in those forums, and it just further proves that it's a swamp that just festers these monsters, really, that just want to take other people down with them, pull them into the muck, but we're not going to let them do it. So we have no response, Humadan. That's it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, alright, now we got that out of the way. Let's get to the fun stuff. We're going to review the Drew Estate Undercrown. I am so excited about this. Let's light up.
Like it.
This, and by the way, this is one of thousands of cigars that can be purchased online at our new website, cigarmyguys.com, which Nate has spent the week building and is now live. The link is at the bottom of the screen right there. Nate, can you tell us a little bit about what that was like? I'm so glad that you got this done so fast. How'd you set this up this week?
Right. Well, see, this week was a lot of planning, a lot of, situation didn't work out the way I thought it would. A lot of things didn't go as planned. But as far as the site, we've been working really hard. We've been coming up with a lot of ideas, a list of cigars we're going to be selling, and got some fun features. And a lot of it is just ready to go. So
all right, I'm so excited. I'm gonna check this out right now. I actually have not seen the site yet. Let's just do this.
Well, it's not exactly. It's not live per se yet. The page is there, but store isn't active.
Dude, I'm seeing this. It says no one owns the website name. This is just not. There's nothing here.
Right. Yeah, but it's we have the page.
We don't.
Ready to go.
No, we don't.
It's just.
I just looked at it. We don't.
Well, we do. No, I get that. It's the link. The link is correct. The link. So save that. Make sure you bookmark that, because once we have everything set up, once it's all put on the web, then that will be the spot to go. That will be the premier cigar shop.
Well,
all we need to do is get it all from up here on there. So stay tuned.
This should have been done by now. I don't know why this is not done by now.
Right. I mean, well, just because of the challenges that we've been facing as smokers, it's just been tough to not be able to have access to all the things that I had access to previously.
Well, you lived with me for like 3 or 4 days, so I don't see why that wasn't done then.
Yeah, well, that was where we were laying a lot of the groundwork and getting a lot of that base stuff done.
You were just you were locking the door to my smoke lounge all day, saying that I couldn't come in because you were working so hard.
Well, right, yeah, I was sampling the cigars, figuring out which would be the best ones to put in the different categories on the sites, and just coming up with different pages, different features, and some surprises even.
I really thought this was done. You were working so hard. I really expected this to be kind of ready to go for this video. That's why we talked about this video being the launch for that.
The biggest issue right now is since I am in the wagon, it's it's an older car. We like the classics here at Cigarmy Guys, as you know. But as far as my technology, I do like to be up to date, and I do like to have the most recent gadgets that I can get my hands on. So my router is a little too advanced for the car. I guess you could say there's really nowhere to plug it in here because the technologies don't quite line up. It's from a different era. So as soon as I got that figured out, then we can make it live, and we can start selling some cigars. I got a couple leads on some places to go, so that's coming soon.
All right. Do you have the warehouse set up? Do you have the inventory bought? Do you have the shipping set up so it's all ready to go?
Well, not yet. That'll come with time. I've got some leads. I've got some things, some contracts to work out. So it'll look good.
I don't want to be the bad cop, but this should have been done today, and this should have been done. and it's really going to throw off the whole business model. Yeah, I'm getting all my income from this site right now, and this is just putting us all in a spot that we don't want to be in.
Right. Well, yeah, I understand that. There's a lot of moving parts, and maybe we could just circle back and discuss this at a later time.
When do you think this will be done?
Oh, soon. I mean, it's done up here. Like I said, it's just a matter of putting it on there on the keyboard.
When will the site be live? Because next week when we have the next video, will the site be done?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, it should be.
All right. Well, we really need you to be working on that right now, so we're gonna have to cut the review short. This does conclude our review of the Drew Estate Undercrown. Wish we could have gone into a little more detail about the flavors, but I think we both give this the Cigarmy guys buy now stamp of approval. And we're just going to cut the video short so that Nate can get to work. So I'm Christian.
And I'm Nate.
We'll be back next Monday, but we are the Cigarmy guys.
Cigarmy guys.